1 out of 4 homeless people are veterans, producing an estimate that more than 300,000 veterans are homeless on any given night. This vast amount of veteran homelessness can be blamed on the lack of awareness of American civilians, post-traumatic stress disorder, and a lack of funds to assist those who go out and serve our country. As the popular phrase from Lilo and Stitch states, Ohana means family, and family means nobody is left behind or forgotten. Many of these people are our family as a nation. They fight for us. We need to go out of our way to meet their needs. Some may say, I pay my taxes, I've done my part. We can never completely fulfill our part. There are no excuses to be made. They are all invalid. What happened to the greatest generation state of being? World War II was the time when everybody did their part to help the war effort by rationing out goods so that in return can clothe and feed the troops across the sea. And yet we can't take time out of our busy schedule to help the veterans whom served us in recent years. As Stitch says, Ohana means family, and family means nobody is left behind or forgotten. We leave behind these values that make this nation great. There's a call for backup to support our veterans. Will we answer?
Dan Absher tells his personal story of homelessness and the events that occurred during his homelessness. Dan explains many problems that he encountered living in the Salvation Army, such as obesity, addiction to smoking and drugs, and pleading to get disability benefits. Opportunities to work are rare, is how Absher describes the inability to find employment. Why are our veterans being treated this way? Our veterans are struggling while we sit, carefree, and bask in the comfort of our homes. Our brothers and sisters do not deserve this.
What you may hear is, how do you know they aren't faking it? Why would there be programs like what the Department of Housing is promoting? The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development allocated nearly 38,000 House Choice vouchers across the country, which allows veterans and their families to live in the market rate rental housing. 38,000 compared to the 300,000 veterans that are homeless each given night. Those numbers just don't add up. Our brothers and sisters are working and fighting for us. We need to pay them back with overflowing support. We need to help them who fight for us, have a safe place for them to call home. When you think of homeless people, you think a bunch of homeless men. The homeless aren't just men. Veterans in general aren't just men. Veterans are women too. Nearly 14% of homeless veterans are women. With the growing numbers of women in the military, there is a troubling development, the problem of sexual abuse. This is an injustice. Not just the fact that women are being sexually abused while protecting their country and coming back home and having nowhere to go. This just isn't right. As there's so many shelters for men who are veterans, there's not a lot of shelters for women with children, nor for men with children, however.
Others may say that veterans blowing their paychecks on fancy cars and clothes leads to them ending up on the streets because they don't know how to save money. But can't we say the same about ourselves as well? When there is an increase in pay, people try to go all out to show off their big paychecks. Yet we judge the ones who put their lives on the line to get the pay that they receive. Veterans now can't even get a civilian job because employers say that they are overqualified, and in turn they go on the streets because there is nothing else that they can do. The Christian group Dage Ministry is an organization that gives makeovers to help veterans take control of their lives and go out and get a job, or whatever help they need to stay off the street. The Christian group Dage Ministry posted a video to YouTube showing the transformation of Jim Wolf. Let's help get the support for what they are doing for our homeless veterans. Stitch exclaims near the end of the movie of Lilo and Stitch that this is my family. I found it all on my own, a little broken, but still good. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. This phrase rings true because all in all, we are a family. If we can't help our family as a nation, then what will we have? Nothing.